Hello everybody, here I am again, like I was last night at 1 AM I suppose. Just tired again. Just absolutely tired of being on my own. I've had enough, really. I don't want to live with it anymore. I don't understand why that's a good thing to say to a person. We all have to get on with it. We all have to live with it. Like, maybe in a normal conversation every day, like, oh yeah, we all have to do things we don't like, and then the other person's like, yeah, I know. I get on with it anyway. But when someone is in a terrible, terrible, terrible place, and like on a seesaw, I guess, over the edge of a damn cliff, saying you have to get on with it, I don't think is the correct response. Getting angry at someone is not the correct response. I get that there are people out there who don't know how to help someone, but just being angry at them does not help a situation. I don't have any support. I didn't have any support when I was back home. I don't have any support now, in essence, just because people don't know how. But instead of trying to find out how, they just don't bother because it's too much effort. Nobody cares where you are unless you are dead or dying. Of course, we've had so many celebrities in the past few months, over the last year, who have unfortunately decided to grow wings, isn't it? Everybody cares about them. Everybody cares about them. But nobody cares about a normal person. Nobody cares about the public. In terms of diabetes, actually, earlier I commented on a post about diabetes where you put this little thing on your arm and it takes your blood sugar for you. And I commented on the post like, this is incredible. I was like, but people who aren't on private healthcare will not get that technology. I had an amazing blood glucose monitor, and they took it off me because it was too expensive to keep making the strips for that monitor, and they gave me a crappy one. They gave me an awful one. Like, I should be grateful that I have anything, but it's incredibly wasteful, because if you miss putting blood on that strip, because it gives you 10 seconds to put blood on the strip, if you prick your finger and it is not enough blood to put on that strip, you have to prick your finger again and you have to get more blood out your finger. You cannot do that in 10 seconds. Sometimes the second prick of your finger does not work. Doesn't get blood out of your finger. So you have to go around all of your fingers to try and get blood out of them. You can't do that in 10 seconds. And if you do not put blood on that strip in that 10 seconds, the strip is wasted. You can't use it again. My point was, nobody cares. Nobody cares. The monitor I had before had like a 30 seconds plus limit. A minute maybe, I think it was really good. And the strips, you had to put like the tiniest drop of blood on and it would work. These new strips are ridiculous, the new ones I have. You have to put so much blood on, and you cannot do that in 10 seconds if your finger doesn't release the fucking blood. It all brings me back to the point that nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's really hard to be on your own all the time, I guess. I try not to point fingers, and I try not to blame people, but it is hard. My family keeps saying to me, oh, come home. But it's quite funny to me, because I don't think they realised that I was like this when I was at home. But it just shows how much that they didn't notice or care. was shouted at every day that I lived there to get a job. I was shouted at every day to do something with my life. Nobody cared. Nobody cared about how it affected me. The same thing's happening to my younger sister right now. Nobody cares. Well, I care, but what can I do? I'm just one person. Nobody cares. It's get on with it. Live with it. Be miserable your whole life. Live in misery and then die. I got this fucking birthday card from like Amiga Loans. I've never taken, where is it, there? I've never taken a loan. They sent me a card anyway. And I know it's sad and horrendous to even say, but I bet it's the only one I'll get. Because nobody cares. I wrote on the calendar at work, like, my birthday. But it's also this other woman's birthday who's been there way longer than me. And I'll just get overshadowed. Oh, I'm not actually going to tell anyone it's my birthday. I won't physically say to someone. I think I said to one person last weekend, but that was last weekend. So I'm not going to say it again this weekend on Saturday. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to see how many people actually say happy birthday to me. Maybe it's a petty thing, maybe it's silly, but it matters really to a person who doesn't have anyone. Guarantee no one will say it. Everyone will be like, oh, this person, wow, happy birthday to you, you're 800 years old. And there I am. I don't want to live a life that is just misery. I've lived this way since I was 5. They suspect, it's not been confirmed, because how can you confirm it? I was born with an incurable illness. So when am I going to get any relief, huh? We all have to live with it. Get over it. I've lived with it for 22 years. I don't want to live with it any longer. It's the same here as it was at home. People can tell me that maybe I should go home all they want. It will be the same. In fact, it will be worse. I can't live in that house. Nobody can live in that house. You can love people as much as you do, but you can't live with them. And that's my family. You can't live with them. I was worse there than I was, or than I am here. Disclaimer to anybody who doesn't like scars, I guess. So if you don't like scars, do something else, basically. Look at this. Look at these. This. That's a scar. These are scars. All made by me. Not recently. Years ago. I haven't done anything like that since I've lived here. That all happened when I was back at home. So what does that tell you? Nobody actually cares about, like, emotional abuse, again, until you're dead or dying. That's Graveyard Girl in the back, because it's completely pathetic and ridiculous. But I don't have anyone else. I don't even know her, of course. Here I am in England, she's in Texas, but I feel like she's like the only friend I have. She's the person who calms my anxiety most of the time. Because I have no one else. I have no one to talk to. I have no other way to forget anxiety. I'm here on my own. Nobody likes depressing vlogs because everybody likes to walk around being all happy. I don't want to watch something sad. I don't want to care for someone who needs help. Why would I want to do that? I'm happy, that's all I care about. Maybe you should try caring for other people at one point. I'm not having, it sounds like I'm having a go at Bunny now. Of course not. There's nothing to do with Bunny. I just added in that she helps me out. Just people. Nobody wants to support people who actually need the help. People who actually try and get by trying to find support in something is what I was supposed to say. People who actually want to try and help themselves. Had enough, is all. I just want one person to be like, yeah, you've helped me, and then I'll be like, well, you've helped me too. So, because I don't feel completely and utterly useless anymore. Because I do feel useless. What purpose do I have other than working in a supermarket? It's been said time and time again, if anyone died in a job, they could be replaced in the next few days. Companies don't care, so what's the point? I'm tired and I've had enough. And I'm very alone. And I'm tired of everyone taking the way mental health is as a personal attack. If someone is upset and they, have a bit of a shout at you, it's not you. They are struggling to be able to deal with how they are feeling because they don't know how to process it. So do not get angry back at them. Don't do that. Don't do that. What does that do? Makes the person more upset. You just have to take it. And I'm sure they'll come back to you in the end and say they were sorry. And you say it's okay because you understand. This is me trying to help you understand how to deal with how perhaps some people can be. You don't shout back. You don't have a go at them. You don't throw insults at them. But during a panic attack or a breakdown, maybe they need space. Maybe they need you to just sit next to them and hold a hand. Maybe they don't want to talk to people. Maybe, again, they just need you to be there in the vicinity with a hand on their shoulder or something. But if they have a go at you over something for whatever reason and they're in that state, don't shout at them back because that's not going to help, is it? And then they get into the mentality of that you don't care nor do you want to care. I've had enough people like that in my life. Don't care, don't want to care, will ignore you. And then pretend that they care when you're dead. There was somebody at school who, after we got out of school, a couple of years, died, I guess. People that I guess used to pick on him. He was, I suppose, a person who didn't know how to deal with his emotions. So he wasn't nice to people. He wasn't just a bully because he felt like it. I could see that he didn't know how to deal with how he was feeling, because some men don't, some boys don't, I've never been taught. So he wasn't very nice to people. But then people would make it worse by picking on him when he wasn't doing anything to them. Like, he'd just sit on his own at lunch. He'd sit on his own in class, but people would pick on him then. They wouldn't go back in when he had a go at them. It was like they started something that they couldn't handle, and he actually passed away. Not by suicide, but by something else. And there were so many people who were like, oh, miss you, you were the nicest person, all this stuff. And I sat there and I thought, you were so horrible to him. You were so horrible to him when he was alive, and now you're going to pretend, oh, I'm an angel, and you're not. Can you imagine if I died, for whatever reason, accident, purposefully, somebody killed me, how many people would be commenting on my wall? Other things, sending my family cards. She was such a great person, all this crap. It's all bullshit to try and make yourself look better. Like you were an angel. Nobody was nice to me in school, basically. I don't have anyone now. When somebody has depression, you can't say to them, talk to me when you're sad, because they won't, because they feel like a burden. You need to go to them. You need to say, are you okay? You know, you need to take the first step. So then they feel like that somebody cares. Anyway, I've got to go now because I've had enough and I'm very upset. I'm going to just go watch Bunny some more. If anybody knows her, tell her I said thanks for all the fish, I guess. Because I'm tired. And she's the only thing I have, I suppose. So, sorry for this, everybody, but as I said yesterday, people can't be happy all the time. People cannot be happy all the time, and we need to stop ignoring that people cannot be happy all the time. I'll maybe talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.